Good evening, scrappers. I've got three TVs at the moment, so I thought I'd just scrap one out. This is a Sony KDL 40W5500, assembled in Slovakia. The date of manufacture is May 2009. It's only like 11 years old. I think it had a broken screen. I've already taken the screws off. Excuse me. A ridiculous number of screws holding this on. 25 screws holding the back of this on. And you can probably do it with half that. Anyway, here we go. There's a lot of dust in the back of this. There's a couple of metal. I've got 4 metal brackets. So I'll take these off. These 4 brackets. Because every little bit adds up. So these are, I don't know why they have screws as big as that, but I'm sure they serve a purpose. So I've not been able to pick up anything recently. My phone wasn't working properly for 2 weeks, and I missed out on a few things. And then I got the phone sorted, and there doesn't seem to be anything to collect. I mean, I'm messaging for things, and either I've already missed it, or the people are kind of messing me about. I sold a piece of flooring on there today, and it was only on there half an hour, and I had 4 messages, and the first 2 people messed me about. So it's getting a bit like that at the minute. There we go, that's that. It's a shame that it's a plastic bag. There we go. Oh, I think it's just fall off. There we go, another bit. Look at the dust in there. Makes you wonder why it stopped working, really. I guess these things can catch fire. With this amount of dust, you can understand why. I can already see there's a couple of decent aluminium or aluminum heat sinks like that. That's a beauty, that one. I like that. And what's underneath? I love these. This is brilliant. Love a heat sink. Nice bit of aluminium. That little sticky bit. I dropped a screw somewhere. Never mind, it'll come out at some point. Let's take these off. There seems to be quite a lot to this TV rather than some of the newer ones. The very new ones have got hardly anything in at all. And I did see a new TV recently which half of it was like the back of this, just half, and the top half was just screen. There was nothing else. And it was probably about 4mm thick. Christ knows what they paid for that, but it's the first one I'd seen like it. But it did look really nice. It's in white as well. But I fail to see what you're paying for in some of these now. I guess it's the price of technology. One day I'll get an electric screwdriver. When hell freezes over, maybe. some gold pins in there and in there, which is nice. There's another screw there, muppet. Always get caught out by one. There's another one in there. I think half this weight, the weight of this is going to be screws. It's just ridiculous. What's that, 8 holes in this thing? 6, 9. It doesn't want to come out easily. There we go. Right, that's one board. Plastic, yeah, it's plastic. Put that there. So the only trouble with doing this is trying to get rid of the plastic. But, luckily I can use the skip at work. So that's off. Get rid of that. I mean, having a cable gets screwed down. Totally overkill. But there we go. There's plenty of brackets and things, which is good. I've never seen so many screws on a TV. So what's on that board? God, there's a nice heat sink. Not much on that one. Must be crystalite somewhere. Can't see what I'm doing. Didn't want this to come apart, did they? I'll throw them on the floor. Another screw in there. Jeez. What's going to be one that won't undo? There we go. That's a nice piece of steel. Nice. A few more of those. Speakers are normally pretty rubbish these days. If that's an older one, so they might be okay. I'd like you to buy sound bars now. If nothing else, it'll have a couple of decent magnets. You know, most scrappers love magnets. Some foil from there, a bit of plastic. Speakers. Cable. Some of these, I've seen some of these fittings before. Even if I get a TV which works, there's and it's got everything and it's nothing clearly wrong with it, I will try and sell it. That's just screws. So when you pull screws in this tiny, you're going to be just like, what is going on? Well, there's just absolutely nothing on there. Plastic. Another little board. Right, what's the crack with this? Got some more screws there. Not surprised. These ones that screw into the plastic are a bit more difficult to get out. Let's take this board off. There's a couple of nice copper coils on there. There's 1, 2, 3. Transformer. Another one there and there. Another little one. And then you've got 4 heat sinks on there, which is good. I can melt those down, make ingots out of those. And for some reason, since the last 6 weeks, I haven't sold a single ingot. I was selling like 1 or 2 a week, regular as you like, and then it's just stopped. And I have no idea why. I have looked, my prices are still competitive. If anything, they're cheaper than anyone else, but it doesn't seem to make a whole lot of difference. That's dust in there. Yes, nice transformers and copper and aluminium. Gee, that's so dusty. That's right. Oh, okay. It'll turn up at some point. There's more steel. We'll take those plastic brackets off. More steel. Right, screw on there. I thought being off work I might have more time to go and pick things up, but it seems everyone's done their clearance while they were off work with the furlough, and there's nothing to collect now. Or very little. There's some huge printers, but printers are basically plastic these days. That's a nice heavy piece of steel. There's an awful lot of plastic in printers. A lot of plastic in the TV as well. That's pretty rubbish. There's little circuit boards, there's nothing on them. So it's actually pretty, so far it's quite disappointing. I was just going to big up my screwdriver saying how great it was. And then it won't get that one. I actually found this screwdriver in a road junction when I was picking up bits and pieces. I have to get the attachment out. That one. I found this by the road as well. Full set, it's worth £15. Just found it in the grass verge. I don't mind if I have that, thank you very much. Things that people just throw or lose is quite funny. As long as we're there to scrap things, we'll find them and make use of them. him now. Here he is. Here we go. What's this like? There we are. You see in there, these are all, you see that? They're all gold plated, these. So what you do, trim off this edge there, and then that'll go in with the pile of the gold recovery. So in there, they've got little gold pins as well. I've actually got some here which I took out of another one. They're absolutely tiny and they take a little while, but I say it all adds up. It all just goes in the pot, and one day I'll either process it or sell it. I say these are gold pins as well in here. We've also got, there'll be copper in these, and these chips, they'll just go in, they have gold inside these. Gold chips in that one, and we've got some nice MCLs, and I will take every single one of those off, and also on the back. So that's a nice little board, quite like that. Piece of metal, what is this? That's probably steel. Get rid of this sticky stuff. There we go, that comes off easily. Magnet, where's the magnet gone? There it is. See, there's little lugs here, they're steel, but the rest is either aluminium or stainless. I think that's, looking at it, it's probably stainless. And then rip this one off, see what's under here. Leave the number of screws in this. I think I may have mentioned that once or twice. A lot of people don't take the screens apart, or take the screens out. There's a big steel frame, so I will take the screen out. It depends if there's, it's like little fluorescent tubes, which obviously give the brightness or whatever light to the picture. They can be tricky to take out without breaking. But I normally get them out without them breaking, but that is what you want to avoid, is breaking the tubes, just like a fluorescent light tube in miniature. As far as the screen, the panels for the screen, I don't know if they're dangerous or not. Well, I've never had any ill effects from it. But don't take my word for it. If you're not sure about something, I'm sure there's videos on there on YouTube that can show you how to do things. So I learned how to take magnetrons apart, microwave magnetrons, by watching Ian Matthews, and it can be done safely. So a lot of people don't touch them, but it can be done safely. It's not everything, be careful. There's no reason why it can't be done. And if you have to wear safety equipment, wear safety equipment. I tend not to because I'm a bit of a plum, but that's a personal choice. So every single one of these has copper in it, and some more MCLs, but there's nothing too much on that apart from the copper. Everyone likes a bit of copper. Will that come off? Right. Yeah, I can see there's fluorescent strips in there. So let's see if we can get to those. And no doubt if it's dangerous, somebody will say what you're doing and shout me out for it. So if you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you do, carry on. At your own risk, of course. Or you could get an adult to help you. As long as it's not me, you'll be fine. Seriously, someone who does this for fun's got to be a little bit strange, haven't they? Tell me it's going to be screws in there somewhere. No, screws are back there. Or did I already take them out? There we go. Let's put that there a second. That's another, just a piece of plastic. Got screwed. Right. It's that one. Get these little screws out around the edge. I can't see any breaks in the screw. This may be one that there was one I had which turned on, and this one might have had lines across the screen, but there was no, I didn't have a power cable with it anyway. There was one I had which was a 55 inch, and that had been in a smoker's house, and it turned on. It went on for about 10 minutes and it turned itself off. When I took it apart, the inside of the TV was covered in tar, cigarette tar, so it was actually sticky with it. So no wonder it decided to stop working. You wouldn't think something like that would affect a TV, but it certainly does. Probably needed chemo after that. There we go. Another nice piece of steel. Okay. I might just put some gloves on for that, just in case of something. There's the finger strip boards on the end there. Right. Never seen a screen before. That is it. It's just a thin. Oh, it is broken. You can see the. Don't know if you can see the cracks in that. Broken screen. Ah, this was the ones that the daughter had thrown something at it. I'm not sure the daughter was still alive. Yeah. Oh, it's cracking more as I'm taking these off. They're so fragile. I've picked TVs up that people have just put on the wall and they've press their thumb on the corner and crack the screen. That's done. Then we have, oh, that's a rubbish one. Yeah, it's quite disappointing. That's a whole world of disappointment scrapping. Don't do it. So they're no good, to get rid of those. So what we have on there, you see there's gold plating, very minimal, and lots of little MCL chips, and this on the end that has gold plating inside there, gold pins. We've got two of those, and we're pretty much done. Let's just the other piece of the other side of the frame. Turns out there's more screws. That should just clip off. Come on, you know you want it. Okay. Oh, that's broken there. Broken the fluorescent tubes, which I totally forgot about. Don't do that. Okay, let's try and get this off without causing too much damage. I try not to break everything to pieces if I can help it. Snap those off and then that should come off. But when I open it, I'm going to have to be careful now because I'm sure I've broken some of the fluorescent tubes. I think they've got mercury in, which will send me completely mad. But I'm pretty mad already, so, you know. Don't try this at home, or words to that effect. Give it a go. What have you got to lose? Apart from your life. No, I jest, but you know, there are dangerous things out there. So please be careful doing this stuff. I'm, believe it or not, being careful. But you can't always be 100% with everything you do. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Then we got the rest of the screen, which is a sheet of that, whatever that is, and that. This is like plastic, really. And you've got 4 sheets. And there you go. That's the screen. That can stand there. And then I didn't break the fluorescent tube, so don't write in. And they literally just, once I get that plastic off, they just pop out. I think this TV has got so hot, all this plastic is just really brittle. It's literally just falling off in my hands, which makes this part a lot easier. So that's when you're likely to break them. It's just so brittle. I don't think there was a whole lot of life left in this TV anyway. And that, it should just pop out like that. There we go. Do not break these. And you can take them to your local recycling depot and you can put them in the bowl and they will take them. But the main thing is to break them. And they just pull out literally like that. As you can see, take one end, don't put any pressure on it, just lift it and ease it out. Right, what have we got there? It's got to be about 12. So that's 12 disasters you can have there. But I'm going to put them out of the way right now. And that's that. These will just snap off because they're rubbish. Do that, I'll pour them straight into my tub. Half of it's this, never mind. I'll clear that up in a little while. And there we go. Bit of plastic will take that off. And that's pretty much it. That is the lot. One TV. How long has that taken me? 30 minutes, really? God. I'm not going to get rich at this rate. So, steel. All that steel. There's what? 5 or 6, about 5-6 kilos of steel there. Do that. A couple of decent sized speakers which will have magnets in. Tiny bits of gold flash in there, some wire. Some brackets. Boards. You see them? Yeah. Finger strip boards with the gold flashing on. The actual power board. A couple of nothing boards. Another screw. A couple of nice aluminium heat sinks, which are good. Maybe another chip under that. Let's just have a look. You don't want to put ice because it's on the nose. I'll do that later. And the main power board. And a whole handful of screws, which is quite insane. All those screws in one TV. And 2 on the floor. Put them in there. Oh, let's just put that up. I'm on the wonk, but there we go. Well, there's a TV scrapped. So thanks for watching, and if you like it, give me a like, thumbs up, and subscribe, it'd be great. I'm up to 6 now, so we're rocking on, really getting up there. So thanks very much, and catch you in the next one. Happy scrapping.